Hey guys, Hector here with another American vlog on race. And I know I can do like a bajillion vlogs on race. Race is still like a huge issue here in the US. And I know it's sort of an issue in, other countries and not much of an issue in other countries. But whatever. So I keep seeing a bunch of things online, like on Facebook. And, well, just a variety of things that kind of mix together. And so I felt I should make a vlog on this. So I've seen some people say like, I just have a colorblind attitude. I don't see colors or race or anything. We're all just human beings. We're all just people. And that's a fine philosophy to live by if you're just like a normal person. Treat everybody kind of equally, I suppose. But if you're like in a position of power, you can't really have that attitude. And I know that sounds weird. You can't have an attitude of, we just see human beings. We don't see race. But that's because some people are at a disadvantage and some people are at an advantage. And I've actually seen a little comic that illustrates this perfectly. There's equality and then there's equity. So of course some people are at a disadvantage, and a little boost, a little help here and there will help equal things out. That will make it equality, but it's really equity, I guess, but nobody uses that term. So if you see some people that are really suffering, it's fine to say that race or that creed, whatever, is suffering and they can use a little help. But if you're saying, nope, everybody's the same, we treat everybody the same, if you need help, kind of sucks to be you, that's not really the way to go. And again, especially if you're in a position of power, if you're like a governor, even a police officer, and you have, the say to do certain things to help certain people, then you can't really do a colorblind, everybody's everybody. Of course, in certain situations, like if, everybody's breaking the law, you have to prosecute everybody equally. And I have seen like a video of, I believe it was Morgan Freeman, talking with some other news anchor about Black history. I do agree with him, somewhat that, it's not really, I don't want to say it's not fair to have a Black History Month, because he says, what month is White History Month? Because under that whole assumption, we only have 1 month for Black history and 11 months for like white history or whatever. And of course we know it's not 11 months just for white history. But his argument is we shouldn't just compact everything into 1 month for Black history. We should just have all the histories just all spread out throughout the year, And that part makes sense. But then when he says how to deal with racism, we stop talking about racism. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because if you're saying, well, this person's racist, well, don't talk about it. There's still a racist there. You can't not talk about racism and not deal with racism. That doesn't stop racism. You have to talk about it. You have to deal with it. You have to address it. That's the only way to really solve it. But of course, some people for some reason think you just stop talking about racism and it disappears or something. Does that work with anything else? You stop talking about terrorism and it disappears? Because some racists are kind of terrorists. Like I've mentioned in other videos, the KKK, that's like an American terrorist group. That's like a Christian terrorist group. They have done some horrible, horrible things in the past. We stop talking about the KKK and they disappear or something? That doesn't make sense. And of course, there's other things, some people have talked about like, oh, why is there a Black entertainment television and not a white entertainment television? That thing would be frowned upon. That's, some people would say all television is white entertainment television, which I disagree with. But I still don't think it's, it's not an issue to say Black people can't have their own television show or television channel. It's like, whatever. But then when they say, why are there Black colleges or Mexican colleges and there's no white colleges? Well, for a long time, there were a lot of prestigious colleges that were pretty much only letting in whites. So we started building up these racial only colleges to help give people a chance, because that's the whole equality versus equity type thingy, give people a chance to get educated in everything, right? That's, giving people a chance. I said it like 3 times, man. But of course, people are still like, no, we shouldn't have that. We should make it all equality. But I disagree with that. We can't really have full equality that way, because that doesn't help everybody. We should be able to help people. And I've talked, or I don't know if you can say talk, maybe argued with a bunch of people like on the issue of taxes. And a lot of people hate taxes, and they're like, why why am I paying for all these people like on welfare, and I'm getting punished, and we're punishing the rich and stuff. And if you just kind of flip it over, you can say it's not really punishing the rich, it's you are helping the poor. But people don't always see it that way, because I guess I'm more of that kind of generous person, help people in need, and some people just have the mindset of, no, I should just be able to help myself, you should try and help yourself, figure it out. But you know, different people have different attitudes. I guess that's all I got to say about this vlog. So yeah, always feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Be happy to have a little conversation about it, and you know, keep things civil. I don't want to, you know, have some huge ugly argument. I know sometimes it happens, but you know, we can try and keep it civil, right? But I guess that's it. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more American stuff. Oh yeah, also you can leave a comment if you want to see, or if you want me to talk about other American related topics. Say, hey, can you talk about this American related thing sometimes I hear about? I live in this country and I don't really know for sure, and I can try and talk about it in a future video. Now that's it. So see you guys later.